So, hi classmates and hi mom, good day to you and to everyone. So I am the reporter today and my topic is all about monopoly. So let's talk about what is monopoly and what is the purpose of this monopoly. So let's go. Okay, so what is monopoly? So, a monopoly is a market structure in which there is a single supplier of a product. So, monopoly means according to our description in our slide, it is a single supplier. So, in one company, there is only one supplier, and that is we can call it a monopoly. So next is monopolies exist because of barriers to entry into market that prevent competition. So what kanang unsa man siya purpose aning nganong naa may mga monopolies because it is because the barriers to entry into market nga kanang mag-prevent na magsilbing magpatunga sa mga competition nga mahitabo within a business. So the monopoly firms or monopolists may be small or large, no? Mag-supply sila kung large man ang company or small ang company. Must be the only supplier of the product, sells a product for the which there is only close substitute. So monopoly is mostly kana na siyang what we call that suki in our Filipino term ng suki. So, kanang murag silbi, dito ka mo kuha na nga product is dito ka magpalit ana na nga product because the two of you kanang close na before or friends or relatives. So, dito ka as when it is also kanang beneficial ng advantage kay na sa tuwa because maka less tag discount dito sa ito ang supplier and kana siya is matawag na siya og monopolies. So, a monopoly is a firm that is the sole seller of a product without true substitute. So there are example here. Examples is BH Hydro. The key difference between monopoly and perfect competition is that a monopoly firm has market power. So muna siya ang murag selbi, muragi gunitan gipangusgan sa monopoly. So kay na sila kanang murag influence dito sa market. So, the ability to influence market price of the product itself. Nga naman, why they have the ability to influence? Because they are the single supplier. They are the only one who supply that items. No? So, a competitive firm has no power. It's a price taker. So it clearly says that a competitive firm has no power because they only talks about competition. They only have a price. Nga naman. So di man guna siya mag-compete sa price. No, sa price kung for example, the other firm has lower price. Di na siya ang tao, we as a person, we find kanang mga less makalista right so sa makalista so dito ta sa katong bato so diya na siya ang sa isa ka firm which is ang bato is dito gid ang mostly daghan og customer unlike sa pikas nga will be high ang price dito sa unlike sa isa so dapat diya jud na masulod ang competition na then diya na siya makikompete kung paunsa makakuha og demand or interest sa mga customer. Siya. Now, why monopolies arise? So, nganong ang mga monopolies is nag-exist man diapon until now. So, the main cause of monopolies is the barrier to entry. Other firm cannot enter the market. So, mo na ilang a reason nga nag-arise sila until now because of the barriers to entry. The main sources of barriers to entry is that single firm owns a key resource. So, when we say single firm, it is a small business. So, once we say small business, there is only a few supplier, mostly most of the time usa lang jud kabuk supplier, and it is we can call a monopoly. Sa man siya, government gives a single firm the exclusive right to produce good. So since the monopolist has a market power, so influence sila na person dito sa market. So the government give them the authority to enter into the market. So muna ang the last is the natural law. Since a single firm can produce the entire market queue at lower cost than this code several from this is kanang mo na gitawag na dito og sa tang mention mga ako is the competitive market. So kung magdepende siya on the customer. So when the other firm kanang lower their price, so you should reduce your price also to get the interest of the people. Now, how monopolies form barriers to entry? Okay. Barriers to entry are the legal, technological, or market forces that discourage or prevent potential competitors from entering a market. So, mo siya. This is barriers to entry. Barriers to entry are legal. So, mo ni ang permission na murag gahatag og permission sa mga monopoly para maka-enter sila dito sa market because they have the legal authority from the government. So two types of monopoly based on the types of barriers to entry they exploit. Natural monopoly, where the barriers to entry are something other than legal prohibition. Legal monopoly, where laws prohibited or severely limit competition. So okay, next. Natural monopoly occurs when the quantity demanded is less than the minimum quantity it takes to be at the bottom of the long-run average cost curve. Natural monopoly can also arise in similar local market for products that are difficult to transport. So, ano siya? Ang natural monopoly is dito murag makakuha sila advantage dito sa katong market nga kanang lisod siya sudlan bitaw og ini kanang different products. So, lisod kay siya pagpasulod. Lisod kay mag-import and export from that market. So, dito dyan mostly ang natural monopoly kay nga naman, dito man siya because kanang ang tao diya na firm is para maka-less hassle sila. So, they only get kanang one supplier. So, another type of natural monopoly occurs when a company has control of a scarce physical resource. So, matawag po natin na siya natural monopoly kay kung ang company gid ang nagkontrol sa whole bitaw sa resources sa company. So, ang one person is mo po siya na control bitaw sa tanan. So, siya nag-decide sa dapat buhaton and sa mga pag-solve sa mga situation. Okay. Legal monopoly are often subject to economics and scale, so it makes sense to allow only one provider. So, kani siyang legal monopoly is mura ni siya naghatag og authority sa one person nga siya ra gid bitaw nga siya ra ang mag-provide in that firm na siya lang ang mag-supply. So, for example, my sister and we both kanang kuan, I am a supplier and he is the kanang siya ang company. So, advantage na kay siya kay ako yung supplier and we are blood related, no? We are sisters. So, makatake less siya sa kuha. So, I am a monopolist. So, siya na. Kanang I am also the only one provider. Naman, why would she choose to be the only one provider nga pwede man siya magkuha og lain, para makaproduce og mga products sa company. So, depends on her thought, diba? So, kay ako as her sister, so makales man siya, so iya yung pilion nga, diri na lang siya mapasupply og mga products sa kuha because we are kanang relatives, close na may daan. So, makales siya classmates. So, promoting innovation. So, this legal monopoly is also promoting innovation. Innovation takes time and resource to achieve, no? Ang pagbago sa pag-change o pag naamang kay mga changes sa inyong company, it takes time jud nimo para makuha nimo to na butang na ma-achieve nimo nga success. So, a patent give the inventor the exclusive legal rights to make use or sell the invention for a limited time. So, ang patent, so, kung nakita ni ka na familiar. Ang patent is, kanang I am a company and akong sister is company pod. So, kanang competitors may like, diba? So, competitors may. So, di siya pwede makagamit sa kang mga product without permission gikan nako. For example, kana kung sa Jollibee. So, once nga kanang ilang labeling gigamit na sa uban, di na siya pwede because we can consider it plagiarism. So, dapat need siya po nimo ang permission sa owner before nimo makuha na. Okay. How does a monopolist set the price? So, two types of pricing monopolies. Same price to all customer or linear pricing. So, this is how the monopolists give a price to their buyers. So, the first one is same price to all customer. Kana same rag price, no walay bias. So, same price to all customers. So, wala siya bias, no, classmates, no? Not because brato saya, because you are friends, brato saya, because you are, kanang family nimo siya, no, dili na, because, this is for one of their pricing, kanang same na jud mo customer. Kung pila ang price mo sister, mo po na price sa ubang tao. Kung pila ang price mo mother, mo po na price mo friends, no? So, na siya. Next, the second types of pricing policies is price discrimination. Set different price to different customer or different group of consumers. So, napud tayo gitawag nga lahi. So, kani siya, dirita makakuan og bias. Kay, lahi kanang, depende na sa itong kaugalingan classmates if kana siya nato siya brato pangyoon ba nato no pangyoon nato ay kana siya kay friend na ko na so I will give them a discount so friend mi siya so kanang bitawon kanin si second type is kana ni siyang lahi kag price sa different people lahi kag price sa different customer so mura na siya kanang like kanang mamili bitaw ka kanang siya brato ra ni kay kana matan-aw nimo nga kani siya kay murag feel nimo di niya ma-afford mo gamay-gamay ra nato para pud mahalinan ko kani isa pud kay murag imong tan-aw arang-arangan siya like this is what we call customer jud nimo nga imong standard jud mo customer imong gipangita so dap mahalan nato ato ang presyo so muna siya ang second part sa ato ang second type sa ato ang pricing. The first one is same price to all customer and the second one is the price discrimination. Next is a lucrative efficiency, producing the optimal quantity of some output, the quality where the marginal benefit to society of one more unit just equal the marginal cost. So, barriers to entry, the legal, technological, or market forces that may discourage or prevent potential competitors from entering the market. So, muna siya murag na gatag authority para kuha sa mga competitors pa sa market. So, copyright, a form of legal protection, protektahan ang items nga ownership nimo nga items para dili siya madali-dali og copy sa uban. No? Okay. Deregulation, removing government controls over setting prices and qualities in certain industries. Intellectual property, the body of the law including patents, trademarks, copyright, and trade secret law that protects the right of the investor to produce and sells their invention. So, muna intellectual property is nagprotect ka sa kaning tulo sa patent, trademark, o sa copyright para pud na ay protection or na ay magsabi rights ang mga investors pud sa mga classmates. So, legal monopoly, legal provision against competition such as regulated monopolies and intellectual properties protection. So, marginal profits. Profit of one more unit of output, computed marginal revenue minus marginal cost. So, monopoly, a situation in which one firm produces all the output of the market. So, single supplier ka, pero daghan ka ginasupplyan na market. Naman tawag na to siya monopoly. Natural monopoly, economic condition in the industry, for example, economic of skills or control of the critical resource that limit effective competition. And patents are government rules that give the investor to exclusive legal right to make use or sell the invention of a limited time. So, kana man siyang kanang patents, ita example is kanang seller to seller, seller to buyer, diba? Sampo seller ko, then nimpalit na ko friend, pong gibaligya. So, kailangan, so, kanang gibaligya niya. So, pero, nasa confirmation. Nangay siya sa confirmation. So, mauna siya matawag na to og patents. Predatory pricing. When an existing firm uses sharp but temporary price cut to discourage new competition. So, kanang predatory pricing is kanang murag kawat-kawat na pag-price, diba? So, grabing competition dyan. Kanang mag-set ka og price, pero temporary lang siya. Kadyot rapod kaayo para makita po na, for example, dito sa Pitas Firm, nagbrato sila, ikaw nagmat. So, magbrato po kag kadyot para naamoy competition, diba? Para po na po ka nang mukuan ang customer sa imo, no? Trade secret. Methods of production kept secret by the producing firm. Trademarks and identifying symbols or name for a particular goods and can only be used by the firm that registered trademark.